Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. And today we're going to be using the Kawasaki ZX-10R right here in Interlagos with a completely stock standard Kawasaki. So, in this one we're going to be using the stock tyres, but there is a select few riders who have actually got slick tyres, so I'm very keen to see how it's going to go. There is a very fast rider in this particular group where is somewhere, which I'm going to try hopefully bump into him sooner or later, because he was actually giving me a bit of trouble and I only wanted to play this just for a bit of fun by myself, and then I thought, you know what, this could make a good video. So I restarted the race, hit the record button, and then it looks like I didn't really see much of him, but spoiler alert, he does appear. So around the outside of the Aprilia, going into the right hand side for turn 6 as we get very close there to the rider on the right hand side, but braking now rather firmly for turn 8, keeping it in nice and tight with the change of direction with the stock tyres. Now of course the stock tyres don't feel particularly good, but they don't feel that bad either. I was quite surprised how comfortable I quite felt. There was just a couple of corners where I was bringing on the power and the bike just didn't want to grip, just wanted to slip and slide all over the place. So it wasn't particularly ideal, but it wasn't the worst decision I've ever made. So yeah, fair play to the stock tyres on the ZX-10R. But this was part of one of the career mode objectives. I don't remember which part of it was. It was quite an early on one, actually. I just never seem to have done. And of course, being in Interlagos, it must be something to do with South America, or maybe just stock tyres or stock bikes in general. So that's the reason why I went for the complete stock. But keep an eye out on 5th position. Carlos Dias, the man from Brazil in his home track, of course, with a plethora of Brazilian riders right now, has got the slick tyres, and I do believe he's on one of the pretty fast bikes. I think it's maybe the Massimo Tamburini or something very similar to that. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'll probably recognise it the second I see it, but for the moment I cannot remember what it was. But there's just a couple of riders, Ruiz Perez, I think, also using the soft option or medium slick tyres, so we've got to be careful in the corners. Acceleration, this ZX-10R is unbelievable. It's rapid with a capital R. It's that bloody quick as we get completely out of shape into turn 8 there, getting caught on the rumble strip, trying to go for the wider apex there. But Ruiz Perez takes over at the front, and there is Carlos Dias, and there is the motorcycle to the right hand side. Is it the Boldur? I cannot remember what that motorcycle's called. It's right there on the tip of my tongue, but I just do not remember what it's called. It's the one from the Ducati Flashback, isn't it? I cannot remember. We'll find out towards the end of the video. But Carlos Dias up in the inside right now, and this is the part which was going to scare me. Slick tyres against stock. You would probably put your money on the slick tyres beating the stock tyres, but DrAce is at the helm, and we've got a very fast motorcycle as we charge down the straight now, as we lean into the left hand side, keep it in right in the slipstream of both Phoenix Trio and the Brazilians. I'm going to try and find my way through into the first corners. We went very firm on the brakes, bit of contact, we're push wide, slipping and sliding into turn 1, but we do stay on board the motorcycle. But the Aprilia has been pushed backwards. I do believe it's now Aprilia 1 and Aprilia in 4th, so we're going to keep an eye out for those boys. But look at the bike just weaving, trying to keep it straight, trying to bring on a decent amount of acceleration. And I will reiterate, if I hadn't mentioned already, that I am using completely no electronics in this one. If you want to call engine brake electronics, I guess why not, but no TCS and no anti-wheelie, so I guess that's also another reason why the bike is looking a bit messy in some of the corners. But now into the Curvo do something as we now go to the right hand side for turn 8, bringing it nice and tight there to give Carlos Dias a little bit of a shove. Nothing too egregious, but it was enough to let him know I'm there. It certainly wasn't anything too much on the sense of race direction getting involved, if that was a thing in Ride 4. But I gotta be honest with you, you guys know what's coming tomorrow. It's going to be World Superbike. Superbike 22 is arriving, and that's probably one of the reasons why I fancied this video. I just wanted to try the Kawasaki. Of course, Superbike is almost in my grasp, and I've had a little bit of a play on it, and it's really fun. So I can't wait for it tomorrow. And of course, if you aren't subscribed already and you're looking forward to seeing some Superbike 22 content, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing to let me know that you obviously want to see more videos just like this one. but firm on the brakes and braking well before the 150 metre marker. Felt like I was going to run it a little bit too deep there, but looks like we got a nice apex for the left hand side for the centre S, and then the same can be said for the second part of that first corner. But now, coming out to the Curva de Sol, Carlos Diaz is roughly 4/10 of a second behind, but we are going to get to the sector where CPD takes over. Now, does he? That's, I guess, what we're going to have to find out. But CPD, Carlos Diaz, is in the pursuit, and this will be his fastest sector, no doubt. With those slick tyres and our stock tyres, it seemed to be overheating rather rapidly. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. We really are. We don't want to be pushing a little bit too much and sending it down the road. But wide into turn 8 again. Not really my preferred line in that one. I kind of prefer it a bit tighter in. And keep it on. Speaking of tight, look at Carlos Diaz, tight as you like, up on the inside. The tightrope has been walked with CPD. I quite like CPD actually now, so I'm going to start using that from now on. But we now go into the left-hand side. Small wheelie as we go into the 11th corner here in Interlagos. South America beckons either the South American rider or the British rider in DrAce. The 28-year-old is giving it everything he's got with the stock tyres. But look at the charge out in the penultimate corner, at least one of the final corners here as we go into turn 14, and a massive speed wobble there as we get on the left hand side. The front tyre's looking a bit warm in the yellow, rear tyre looking a little bit tepid as well. We're going to have to keep an eye on that for the final lap. So this is it, down into the centre S for the final time of asking. 3/10 of a second is the gap for the Brazilian behind. CPD in pursuit against MJVG. If you don't know my initials, try and work them out. good on you. But now coming out of the left-handers there, getting caught on the rumble strip as well. I like to run it deeper and then bring it back in, but only 0.008 of a second down to the previous lap time, which of course was our fastest, as we now go into turn 5, keeping it in as much as possible as that bike is just struggling with grip right now. Giving it everything, certainly pushing, certainly giving it everything and a half here today. And we're going to keep on pushing as much as we can as we get another small moment, and not really my preferred braking style, but this time CPD gives us a big old shove. A shove and a half for our troubles as we now go to the left-hand side for the 9th corner. We need to attack. Where do we attack? That is the question. Look how warm the front tyre has gone. It's a scalding red. Redder than the helmet that we're wearing right now as we now charge to the left-hand side. I don't think it's going to happen. Have I just absolutely blundered this one, or is Carlos Diaz playing a master stroke as the fire engine on the right hand side there getting ready to put out the front tyres temperature as we now go to the left hand side for the final time of asking. We have a massive amount of speed here with the slipstream. This should be the job done. Getting across him is going to be paramount and we get the job done. Well, I didn't expect that to be so tight and intense, but I rather enjoyed that. And if you did as well, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and leave me a CPD in the comment section if you managed to get it to this far in the video. But there it is on the Ducati flashback. Carlos Diaz defeated in today's video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.